Welcome to the Design Your Duke with the Career Center presentation. My name is Alicia Rhodes, and I am an Assistant Director of Career Services. I work on the undergraduate team, mostly with first years and sophomores, and I am here with my colleague, Christina Plante. I will allow her time to introduce herself and get us started.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christina Plante. I'm also an Assistant Director of Career Services. I've been at Duke for about 6 years, and I see all undergraduate students, but primarily focus on first years and sophomores with looking at things like career development, self-awareness, and managing transitions. So I'm going to get us started with talking about what the first year initiative is and why it was created. So the Career Center decided to flip its model and place a stronger emphasis on first year students. Traditionally, students might have thought of coming to the Career Center in their junior or senior year in hopes of finding a job or focusing on post-graduation. So we really wanted to put the emphasis on starting and engaging in your career in your first year so you can be more intentional about exploration, defining your goals, and looking into different industries throughout your whole time at Duke. So the goal is to empower you to manage your Duke experience and be more intentional about decision making. Encouraging you to reflect and connect. So thinking about who you are becoming, what are your interests, what are your goals and your skills and your values. And then also connecting. So who can you connect with across the Duke community? And maybe even talking to some alumni or employers who can help you along your journey. And then finally, supporting you in discovering curiosities, developing clarity, and designing your Duke experience. So we know you're coming in with different interests and different curiosities, and you'll be experiencing new things along the way. So we really wanted to help provide support for you as your plans might be changing and adapting. So moving on to design your Duke. What does this actually mean? Exploring and researching what you are curious about. So we like to look at exploration almost like planting different seeds of your interest areas and watching them grow. What information do you need to know to find out more about these interests? Who can you talk to? What resources on campus would be relevant and help you in that process? Developing clarity and skills that will be used throughout Duke and beyond. So looking at different transferable skills that will help you become more career ready. So looking at teamwork or leadership or communication. These are things that will be really helpful for you in your career development. Using Duke as a lab to practice and try out options in order to make intentional decisions. So again, this is the time to explore. Maybe you want to join a research lab or join a co-curricular activity or look into different summer experiences. So we really like you to diversify your experiences and make sure that you're getting some exposure to all of those things that you are wanting to try out. And how can we help you do that? So we can help connect you to the Duke community and provide a space for career exploration. So again, we might be able to recommend some resources for you, maybe some people or departments across campus for you to find out more information. And also maybe coming in for an advising appointment and having space to do that reflection and explore different careers and talk through different options with a career advisor. Help you explore industries and majors by recommending employer, alumni events, and campus resources. So we can really help with looking into different majors, understanding different careers and different industries and how those things might all kind of come together. So we definitely enjoy having those conversations and want to talk with you about how some of your interests can work and come together in different ways. Think about how to talk about your experiences and tell your story through resumes, cover letters, networking, interviewing. So this is such a crucial part in thinking about who's your audience, what story do you want to tell, and how are you tailoring your different information about yourself to different audiences. So we can really help you think about what your personal brand is and how to talk about your experiences in a marketable way. So how to design your Duke. So we've got some suggestions for first years, and then also as you move into your sophomore year, what does that kind of look like and how might that be different? Focusing on academics while getting to know Duke. This is a big one. We want to make sure you have time to transition into your classes, get used to a routine, and just finding a good footing with academics and feeling confident in how you're navigating that space. Researching organizations and teams and clubs to get involved in on campus. So don't feel like you need to jump in right away. We'd like you to kind of take your time to get to know what's out there, what opportunities exist, and thinking about, okay, what do I have time for? What might be something new that I want to try out? And then also knowing that you can stop doing an experience if it's no longer serving that purpose for you in order to make room for other experiences that you do want to explore more. Building your network by connecting with faculty and staff. So this is so crucial. Maybe it is going to faculty office hours or doing a flunch or a V-Learn with a faculty member. We definitely recommend getting to know at least one faculty member really well a semester, and that will help you, again, with just different resources. Maybe that person could be a future recommendation for you for a study abroad or for a fellowship. So taking the time to really build that network, and that extends beyond faculty as well. So other staff, other departments on campus, and employers and alums too. Get to know yourself. So this is a big one. This is one that we really want you to focus on throughout your first year and your whole time at Duke. So what energizes you? What motivates you? What are those questions that you, or problems that you want to solve in this world to make an impact? What's your personality? What are your values? So these are the questions that we will definitely want to talk through with you in an advising session and beyond that. Adapt your resume for student clubs, on-campus jobs, and eventually summer experiences. So it's a good idea in your first year to transition your resume to a college resume and start creating a bank of the different experiences that you're developing. And this will make it easier for you as you come across different experiences because you'll already have that information ready to go, and it'll make it easier to apply. But it's always a good idea to start reflecting on those experiences and documenting them and, keeping track of them. Research major and career prospects. So that major decision comes pretty quickly in your sophomore year. So taking some time to think through, what are my different options at Duke in terms of major? What would be a good foundation for me as I think about the questions that I want to answer in my academic experience? And again, what are some industries that are reflected with that major, or maybe not, but what would be a good career path for you thinking in terms of those interests? And then sophomore year, you'll find a lot of similar things as first year, but this is focusing a little bit more on deepening your experiences. So getting academic support to be successful. Maybe you want to get connected with the Academic Resource Center or tutoring. So making sure you're still staying on top of your schoolwork in that sense. Start thinking about leadership opportunities. So this is a great chance to show in-depth involvement with an organization and that you are wanting to improve and really engage in that space more deeply. And set goals to grow or edit your network each month. So keep working on that network. Maybe it's setting aside an hour a week to reach out to someone new, to set up a meeting, but really taking the time to do that. Reflect on how you and your goals are changing. So this is a big one, right? So we might come in with an idea in mind, but knowing that it's important to be adaptable and flexible according to different things that might come up or some of an experience that you might have had. So definitely pay attention to that. What's shifting for you? What's different? And how might you need to adjust knowing those changes? So continue to update your resume and also learn how to craft a cover letter. Cover letter writing is another skill that would be really helpful for you as you're applying to different experiences. So you can definitely connect with a career advisor or a career ambassador to talk about some of those things. And practice telling your story to others and interviewing. So interviewing is something that sneaks up on us. We're applying to applications and all of a sudden we have an interview and we're like, what do we do? How do we prepare for that? So taking a look at some of our resources on our website, but also having a chance to practice with a career advisor is a great way to jump into figuring out how you want to tell your story. Discover what information you need to decide your major and explore career options. So again, let's do some research. What do I need to know if this is a good major for me or if this is a good industry for me? And then explore how you want to spend your summers. So is there an internship that you are really excited about? Maybe a company that you want to work for. This could be research, it could be volunteer, it could be shadowing. So knowing that your summer options are diverse and you don't have to have necessarily a formal internship each summer to really gain some great experiences. Reflect. So now we're going to go through reflect and connect, those two main pieces that I touched on before. So think about the Career Center as a thought partner for you in this process. We will definitely be asking you those tough questions. You know, what motivates you? What interests you? What do you care about? And what are some areas that you really want to explore and dive in deeper with? So I have students who meet with me maybe once a semester, or it could be more frequent than that if they're really struggling with figuring out some of those pieces in terms of career development and things that they want to jump into. So know that this can be a process over time, and it is a process over time, but it might not be a one and done appointment, if that makes sense. Slow down and think through your likes and dislikes. As we know, Duke students, you are very busy. You're jumping from one activity to the next. And so having the space to sit down and actually think through what you're engaging in, what you're discovering is so important and something that I typically see students not do. And when they don't do that, they feel more stuck or they feel like, I don't know what I'm doing all of this for. So when you're feeling that way, definitely come see us and we can kind of work through what might be a good next step for you. Uncover purpose, what energizes you. So we really want to get down to what do you want to do? What is your purpose? What gives you energy instead of depletes your energy? And those are all going to be pieces to the larger puzzle that we want you to keep track of as you're going through your different experiences. Clarify goals and interests. Be more intentional with your time. And then finally, active reflection is key. So again, making sure you're spending some time, maybe journaling, talking to people in different spaces who know you well, and in any other way that you engage in reflecting would be great. Who can you connect with at Duke? So engaging with faculty and staff is going to be so important. Again, like we mentioned before, talking with a faculty member through office hours or vLearn or Flunch. These are going to be really crucial connections for you as you go through your Duke experience. Meet other Duke students. So knowing that your peers are valuable resources as well. So talking to other first years about what they're trying out, or maybe talking to some upperclassmen who are in different majors that you're considering to see, what did they wish they knew before they started that major? Maybe they could talk a little bit about some of their internship experiences. So utilizing your peers is helpful. And don't forget about your college advisors. So talking with them, reflecting with them about your interests and your skills. They are also valuable resources for you and can connect you to different things across campus as well. Preparing for interactions with Duke alumni. So this is something that is so helpful and something that I hear from my juniors and seniors that they wish they started earlier in talking with alums, but they can be really great in helping you think through different industries. They are experts in their role and in their industry, so they can really give you some insider information on what it's like to work in a specific field. And they've been in your shoes, right? So they know what it's like to navigate Duke and to go through this process. So it's helpful to get their advice. And then finally, seek advice and ask for help. So you will run into times where you don't really know how to proceed, or maybe you're not really sure what something means. So instead of kind of spinning your wheels, try to make sure that you are being active and talking to different people about how you can figure out how to solve that problem or move forward. So now I'll turn it over to Alicia to talk a little bit more about career services and what we offer.
Thanks, Christina. So, what does the Career Center have to offer? We offer drop-in advising and individual appointments. Drop-in advising and individual appointments are a great opportunity for you to speak with career advisors about quick questions you may have or have your application document reviews. We can review resumes, cover letters, personal statements. We can answer questions about your job search, internship search, if you're deciding on your major, if you're undecided on your interests. So we can help you with a variety of different things. We also offer resume labs and online tools. On our website, you will notice that we have a great resume page. It is full of information, which includes resume module videos that you can go through to help you develop your resume. And you will notice that there are resume guides following each video to assist you along the way. We also have some really great resume examples that you can take a look at as well. Practice interview prep and coaching. There are several opportunities available for you to practice interviewing each semester. So once in the fall and once in the spring, we offer a practice interview day, which is where we ask and invite alums and employers to practice interviewing with students. If you're unable to make a practice interview day, we also offer practice interviewing and coaching throughout the semesters. You can schedule that through your individual appointment. And we also have a resource called Big Interview, which you can access through our website, and it will also provide you with some guidance in interviewing. Industry panels. We offer several industry panels throughout each semester, which span across various industries. Facilitating impersonal and virtual interactions, internship search strategies, experiential opportunities exploration. Christina mentioned before that each summer, your summer doesn't have to look like having an internship. There are several different experiential opportunities that you can take advantage of as well. And you can gain really great experience that you can talk about on your resume, and that you can use those skills to further advance your career. Major in career exploration, reflecting on experiences, overcoming roadblocks. There will be times when things just won't go your way, or you might get set back and you may want to have someone to talk things through. The career advisors can assist you with that. So we are here to help you overcome those roadblocks. Thinking through purpose and understanding your skills, interests, personality, values, and so much more. So what does an individual appointment look like? Initially, for your first appointment, it may look like an introductory meeting. This is a time for both you and the advisor to get to know each other and understand long-term and short-term goals. There may be times when this may be your first and last appointment with a career advisor. You may decide that you want to have multiple appointments with your advisor. You're not assigned a specific advisor, so you can see any one of us as much or as little as you like. The introductory meeting is also a time for us to gain a better understanding of how you are doing, to discuss your interests, skills, ideas, resources, and opportunities, set next steps. And of course, you have the option to schedule another appointment depending on need. So what are the Career Center resources? Christina talked a lot about Design Your Duke, which that is, of course, a resource that is available to you. We have a podcast called Gear Up. It's made by students for students. There are several great episodes that you can listen to. You can access that through almost anywhere that you access podcasts. But if you want to access it really easily, you can do so through our website. Get started. So once you're on the Career Center's website, you can start navigating the website by clicking on Get Started. And that it would be a great place for you to actually get started and become more familiar with the Career Center and the services that we have to provide for you. Career News. So Career News is a weekly newsletter that you will receive, and you have the option to personalize your settings. So it works best the more that you work with the newsletter. And once you go in and personalize your settings, it will start to send you more information based on your interests and based on your clicks. You can also personalize how often you receive the newsletter. So the next time you see career news in your inbox, make sure to just take a couple of minutes to go through and personalize your settings so the newsletter can work to your advantage. Then we have our social media. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, and also follow us on Facebook. Doing so will give you, of course, additional insight to the things that the Career Center is offering. We promote a lot of our events, our blogs, any types of social media campaigns. And then, of course, on YouTube, videos and events that are typically recorded are sometimes promoted through YouTube. So make sure to take time to follow us and interact with us on social media. And lastly, Career Connections. Career Connections is the Career Center's online portal. Within Career Connections, you can schedule an appointment with a career advisor. You can view and register for any Career Center events. And you can also view and apply for internships and jobs through our online portal. So make sure to become very familiar with Career Connections and also make sure to set up your profile. and meet the undergraduate advisors. So here you have the undergraduate team. If you'd like to learn more about us and our backgrounds, make sure to click on our profiles within the Career Center's website. If you click on About Us and click on Career Center staff, you can click on each one of our photos and receive additional information about our bio. And lastly, the Career Center is located on Smith Warehouse, Bay 5, second floor. It's right across from East Campus. If you know where the Domino's is, we're right behind the Domino's. Please make sure to use Career Connections to schedule appointments and register for Career Center events.